If you've ever stood outside on a Saturday morning staring at a half-cut lawnmower in hand, wondering why it still looks like a war zone after 2 hours, you're not alone. I've been there, and that's exactly why I started looking into robotic mowers. But here's the thing, most of them promise the world and deliver a yard that looks like it's been chewed up by a goat. So when I came across the Husqvarna 520H EPOS, I was skeptical. Not because it's Husqvarna great brand, but because robotic mowers can be finicky, expensive, and a pain to set up. The link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. This isn't just another robot that buzzes around your yard like a confused bee. The 520H EPOS is part of Husqvarna's EPOS system, which means it uses a boundary wire-free setup. That's a game changer because traditional robotic mowers require you to bury or staple down wires around your yard, which is a weekend project in itself. Instead, this one uses GPS, sensors, and Husqvarna's EPOS technology to map and mow your lawn without the hassle. If you've got a yard up to 1.25 acres, this thing is designed to handle it without constantly needing to recharge or get stuck. But here's where it gets real. The setup isn't as simple as plug and play. You'll need to install the EPOS base station, which acts as the charging hub, and then let the mower map your yard. That mapping process can take a day or two, depending on the size and complexity of your lawn. If your yard has a lot of obstacles, tight corners, or slopes, you might need to do some manual adjustments. I've talked to a few owners who said it took them about 3 hours of tweaking to get it right, especially if their yard isn't perfectly square. So if you're not tech-savvy or patient, this might not be the mower for you. Now, let's talk about daily use. The 520H is quiet like, I forgot it was running quiet. That's a huge plus if you've got neighbors who complain about noise or if you just want to enjoy your backyard without the constant hum of a gas mower. It also handles slopes well, up to 45 degrees, which is impressive compared to some competitors that struggle on anything steeper than a gentle hill. The cutting height is adjustable, so you can go from a close-cropped putting green look to a taller, more natural lawn, depending on your preference. But here's the catch, it's not perfect. The mower can get stuck on thick patches of grass or wet ground, and if your yard has a lot of obstacles like trees, flower beds, or garden gnomes, it might take a few tries to find the best path. Some users mentioned that the mower occasionally misses spots, especially around the edges, so you might need to do a quick manual touch-up every now and then. Also, if your yard is smaller than 0.25 acres, this mower might be overkill. It's designed for larger spaces, so you'd be paying for features you won't fully use. Who should buy this? If you've got a yard between 0.25 and 1.25 acres, you hate mowing, and you're willing to spend a little time setting it up, this is a solid choice. It's especially great if you've got slopes or uneven terrain because it handles those better than a lot of other robotic mowers. The GPS mapping means no wires to bury, which saves you a ton of hassle. And if you're someone who values quiet, low-maintenance lawn care, this thing is a game changer. Who should skip it? If your yard is smaller than 0.25 acres, you're better off with a cheaper model. Also, if you're not comfortable with tech or don't want to deal with setup and occasional adjustments, this might not be for you. It's not a set it and forget it machine. It requires some fine-tuning to get it working perfectly. The value here comes from the time and effort it saves you in the long run. Once it's set up, you're not spending hours every weekend pushing a mower or dealing with the mess of a half-cut lawn. It's also built by Husqvarna, a brand with a reputation for durability, so you're not buying something that's going to fall apart after a year. So, if you're ready to ditch the mower and let your lawn take care of itself mostly, then the Husqvarna 520H EPOS is worth considering. Just be prepared to spend a little time getting it dialed in. Check the link in the description if you want to see the details and decide if it's the right fit for your yard.